everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's just Jacqueline. So I am down by the Mississippi River in Burlington, Iowa, currently looking at the floodwater, which has grown substantially. If you haven't already, I'm gonna leave it linked down below my other flood video that I did, 2018 flood. So now this is 2019 flood. The National Weather Service has said that it's going to be potential flood all summer long, but not this bad. So it is pretty bad right now. So I'm going to flip the camera around and let you guys see. So before we dive right in, the clips within my video were shot on March 20th. The rest of the video was shot on May 5th. So between March 20th and May 5th, the water has gone up so much that I couldn't stand in the parking lot that I was standing in before to film. Be able to see a little bit of a comparison of how much has gone up since then and where I was at the first time compared to where I had to stand at now. So here is the flood. Here's the flood. Here's the flood. This is supposed to be parking lot. I don't know if any of you have ever been here, but those pillars are where the edge of the river is supposed to be. That's a light pole, so then the edge of the river is between that light pole and that pillar, like right in there. And all of this is not supposed to be here. This is a parking lot. So a really good point of reference in this video is those generators there to the left. Second parking lot there. And then there's a building down here that used to be called Big Money's, which is now closed, sadly, and it had really great food. It's closed now, and actually, it's like flooded all in front of it. So let's walk down here a little ways so you can see. Also, I said it in my last flooded video, and I'm gonna say it again, never play in, around, drive through floodwater. It is not safe. Like right here, I'm already going to have to move because there's flood leaking under the concrete barriers, so I'm gonna go over this way because we don't want to be too close to the flood. It's not good, it's not safe, it's not clean, yeah, nothing good. Actually, also too, there's railroad tracks under here somewhere. Yeah, there's railroad tracks like here. Definitely not running any trains down this way. So none of this is supposed to be water. It's out there. Obviously there's light poles. That's like a light pole. It's not supposed to light up the middle of the river. All of this is supposed to be dry. Big Money's is definitely riverfront now. So the caution sign that's going to come up in the middle of the screen, just on the other side of it is where the railroad tracks are. Alright, let's walk down and see how close we can get to the port of Burlington, which is also not supposed to be underwater. And knock on wood, if their sandbags are holding, it's not underwater. So just this last year, I believe in 2018, the city of Burlington invested a bunch of money to build a flood wall. It is holding, it is doing what it's supposed to do and keeping the area that they wanted secluded, but they also had to put up a bunch of sandbags to keep like the water that's now dispersing around the flood wall from invading. So there is a fence out here. I believe it's right by that pole. There's a fence with a couple benches that's supposed to be like an edge too. So I was pointing in the wrong spot. The fence is actually by that tree that has less leaves down in the clip. Down here playing in the floodwater. Once again, never play in, around, drive through floodwater. It was gross, it was dirty. These are all the docks. They pulled obviously the docks out so that they wouldn't smash into things and cause damage. Also because the docks are anchored to the ground and docks float on the surface of the water and ropes are only so long, so then you'd have an issue. So I'm on like this little shelf. It's like a good, I would say 10-foot drop to the ground right there, so I'm gonna be really careful to not do that whole looking at my phone camera and not paying attention, drop off the wall thing. So here we are. This is all supposed to be This is all supposed to be parking lot. So where the edge of that wall, that's supposed to be the edge of the river. That's all parking lot. There's supposed to be a boat ramp to like put your boat in. I think it's either here or here. You can't tell with all the water. So let's keep going down here and see how close we can get. All right. Oh, shorter drop. It's okay. We can get down here. All right. Here we go, guys. This is supposed to be a sidewalk. Obviously, this is supposed to be a parking lot, and this is supposed to be a sidewalk all the way around. That I actually stood on this wall last time to film my flood video. So if you go look at that one, you can see how substantially more this flood is. So I'm gonna drive over and we're gonna go look at the flood wall and see what's over there. The other side, over by the Port of Burlington, and where the flood wall actually is. So let's go see how it's holding up. Closed the parking lot due to potential flooding. I assume it's due to the flood. Alright, so we'll go down to this side first and then walk our way around. So, as you can see, we were just on the other side over there. They've had to sandbag all the way across the tracks. Last time, I think they only had to go to like there. And so all these are like extra that they needed this time compared to our last flood. It's a lot of sand, guys. They had to put, so the flood wall is one piece. And then there's an extra piece that can go above it. So the flood wall that stays all the time is this concrete. These metal things are like extenders, essentially, for it. I was wondering, I was like, what am I hearing? All the flood water that's leaking through, going down to the sewer. Babbling brook. All of this is like extra caution. You know, going to the tape that we're probably not supposed to even be on. So we can't see over that because it's keeping all the water out. And what they've basically said by having this up is that it's getting too close to the top of this wall to be considered safe anymore. So we need the extra barrier to make sure that all of this area stays water-free. Last time I found a piece leaking. Yep, same spot. I don't know why, but this one just doesn't like to seal over here. So you can see they put sandbag on it to try to help, but it's still leaking. But they built this grate that drops into the sewer, I assume, to kind of help with this. So it stays on that side and doesn't get the rest of this wet. But yeah, all down here's dry, which is what their whole purpose of the flood wall was to keep the port and this whole area in front of the auditorium and to keep the auditorium dry. It costs so much money to go in after a flood, clean it up, you know, deodorize carpets, replace carpets, have to cut out pieces of wall, you know, depending on how long the flood water sat in there. So it's just like, it's a nice thing to have this flood wall. It's like, it might not be the best site right now, but it's keeping us from being underwater. So I'm not complaining. Actually put more sandbags all the way down there because there's really bad flood water down there. And we'll try to get down that way to see, but it's kind of hard, but we'll try. Here's the big flood-free area that without this wall, I'm pretty sure all this would be underwater. Also, before this wall, it was just a chain link fence. It's not gonna hold back any water. Let's go try to see if we can get one of those sandbags in the street and where there's more flood at. So let's go try to see that. Okay, so we're down on Main Street by the railroad tracks, and I saw some pictures of other people who have already been down here, and it's supposed to be like really flooded. So we're gonna go see. All right. So they have this all sandbagged, and last I knew there was quite a bit of water leaching down around here. So let's get down there and go see. Alright, so they have this road completely closed because they've had to sandbag down here because, oh, it looks way better. There was water all over here. That's why there's a little puddle standing there, because this whole thing was covered in water. It is receded dramatically, but that all still shouldn't have that much water in it. Those tracks, the train yard, it should be like past those light poles, like on that side. It shouldn't be up here. Let's just walk down there a bit. So you can see they've been trying to pump water out of this area where it's just flooding. And if you don't know, the river, Mississippi River, is at muddy bottom, so it stinks. So all this water shouldn't be here. Yeah, it should all be all the way down there. Down there. Isn't too bad. We actually got a lot of this blocked off because the sandbags that did really well with the flood wall, and yeah. Train's still running. They're crazy. They're crazy. So I'm just walking back to my car now, but I just want to say one more time for everybody out there, never, ever play in, around, drive through floodwater. It's not safe, it's not clean, picks up everything on the street that it comes in contact with, not to mention the river's already not that clean. So never do that. Just don't. Even if you play on the river, you're never supposed to get it in your mouth, you're never supposed to drink it, and you're supposed to go home and take a shower after. So would you take the already dirty river water, add some more stuff to it, and play in it? You shouldn't. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, then click the little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Welcome to the fam. Be nice to your neighbors, say please and thank you, and hold the door for somebody today, guys. Alright, bye guys. See you in my next video.